Okay. If I could just get a verbal thumb or a verbal okay that everything looks good.
Yep, everything looks good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So this is going to be Social Media 101 with me. So yeah, I hope y'all are ready to learn a few things about social media. So here we go. Alrighty, so a little bit about me before we get started. So a little bit about me is that hi, my name is Angelina Moonswamy. Um, my pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a third year at Cal State Fullerton. Wow, wow, wow. I'm a business admin major. I currently serve as your district communications and marketing chair. Oh, cool. And I have two cats. So on the left is one of my cats named Rocket, and the other cat is Tofu. I love them very much. But today they pooped on the floor, so that's not very cool, but it's okay. But yeah, okay, moving on. Okay, moving on to social media platforms I'll be going over today. Okay, so I'll be going over Instagram, Facebook, Discord, and Slack, which is a new one that I have to do research about. So yeah, hopefully you find this a little interesting. Okay. Okay, so what is Instagram? So according to Google, also called IG or Insta. Instagram is a social network owned by Facebook with purely visual feed categorized by who you follow, hashtags, and Instagram curated categories. So, some of the pros of Instagram include that the medium is very visual. So depending on what the image you want to portray is, that can either be a pro or a con. But because it's very visual, I just put it as a pro. Um, and then another one is effective promotion. So since it's one of the most widely used platforms, it's really easy to like gain an audience for like a brand or a business or an organization, such as this one. And then it has a more appealing interface. So because Instagram is like very straightforward to use. It's unlike Facebook or let's see, or Discord, I guess, which has like different layers, different things you can do. I guess the straightforwardness is somewhat of a pro just because it's simple. It doesn't take that much clicking to figure out. But yeah, and then also another pro is strict privacy. So yeah, you can go ahead, you can actually limit like what information you want to share, such as like having a close friend story, which is where you would just add people you want to see like your daily posts, and then you can make your account private. You can accept and decline people who would want to follow you. But yeah. And then it's also, I missed a bullet point, but it's also great for travelers. So let's say you're going off to like a new destination and want to perhaps check out like a different like restaurant, a different like just places to visit. You Sometimes I use Instagram as well for this, but I'll just look up like the location of where I'm at. So let's say I went to like Japan, specifically like Harajuku. I would just like look up places there and I would just go, you know? Okay. And then effective features. So yeah, so some of the features that make Instagram so effective is you can actually like similar to YouTube, you can upload thumbnails for like reels. You can like have your own Instagram bio. You can also another feed is feed listed below, but you can also create a business profile where you can upload like, or you can show decide to share like a phone number or email that people can contact you. And it's pretty simple if you're a business at least. And then for IGTV and Reels, those are just two of the more like video centric. features of Instagram where Reels and IGTV, you can just like live stream or you can also like post videos. Those are the pros. Okay. And then moving on to the cons. So some of the cons of Instagram are overwhelming advertisements. So I know I've experienced this. I don't know if you all have maybe, but when like scrolling on Instagram, I'll see a lot of ads like just for shopping, I guess. Yeah. It's just it gets kind of a lot, especially when you're just trying to say like, oh, what's recommended to me? What's my Instagram for you page? There's a lot of ads that would flood in. So that's a con, fortunately. And also another con is that it creates the need for a fake life. So this is more geared towards like influencer type stuff lives. But sometimes there was there was a there was an airplane that you could like rent like an hour for an hour and just pretend, oh, take a picture in it and pretend you have this luxury lifestyle. And it kind of fits into that con where it creates the need for a fake life. Because I don't know, on Instagram, I guess the things people want to post are very extravagant. You want to, show off a little bit. But yeah, so that's one of the cons as well. And then there's also fewer features on the web version. So if you look up Instagram with your computer, there's less features than on compared to like a phone, just because that's how it is, I guess. You really can't post like a story on the web. You can kind of like look, you can upload videos if you already have them downloaded. But yeah, that's one of the cons. Fewer features on web. Another con is that it's addictive. So I am also a victim of this too, but just scrolling and scrolling. But yeah, another con. And then technical drawbacks. Sometimes social media crashes, and Instagram has also fallen victim to that as well. But yeah, so that was a little overview of Instagram. So we'll be going on to features of Instagram. Okay, so I went over this earlier, uh, but I mentioned it earlier. But the story. Okay, so this is a picture from FTC 2021. Yeah, that was actually a boomerang, but I just took a screenshot. So yeah, it's just a boomerang. And so it uploads for 24 hours. And yeah, if people are interested, they can click on your profile at the top and press on it, watch it. There you go. They saw it. Okay. And then moving on to Reels. So this is the form of like up a video uploading. Okay, so this was just a reel made to oh my gosh, I need to catch my breath for a sec. Okay, so yeah, this was a reel made to promote the district leadership application. So it's a fun video. Yeah, that's just what a reel is. In a sense, it's kind of like a TikTok, but like not, yeah. And then a next feature, I guess, I just decided to include it. But it's also the grid. Okay, so what the grid is, it's basically like your Instagram feed. So how it looks, including your profile, bio, and also like the picture that you post below. So yeah, so if you like want to have I guess an aesthetic feed or just like a feed that connects, there's a lot of like grid makers out there. And yeah, you can just like post 3 pictures at a time, have it all like have one coherent color, and it looks really connected. It's really nice. Okay. Okay, moving on to Facebook. Okay, according to Google, what is Facebook? Facebook is a social networking website where users can comment, share photographs, post links to news or other interesting content on the web. They can also chat live and watch a short form of video. Okay, so some pros of Facebook include being able to stay connected. So yeah, it's really easy to just have Facebook on your phone. Yeah, have Facebook on your phone, easy to reach out and talk to other people. Staying connected, another feature of that includes like Facebook Messenger. You can just like message like someone you see and be like, hi, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that's one of the ways you can stay connected via Facebook, and it's really accessible. So that's a pro. And then another one is you can also help find people with similar interests. So something I did when I was on the search for concert tickets. So or I'm a big K-pop person, so I decided to go to KCON, which is like the K-pop convention. So yeah, there's actually a Facebook group for KCON attendees, and I decided to join, and it was actually really helpful because it helped me throughout the event. So in my mind, that's a big pro because like even if it's not like just an interest, it's like a similar event. Oh, oh my God, I would have gotten lost if it wasn't for that group. Okay. And then another one is that it's highly customizable. Okay, so ways of customizing like Facebook at least, you can choose like your cover photo, your profile picture. Another cool feature in my mind is the way you can choose like you can kind of like spell out the way to pronounce your name, which I think is really fascinating. I've never seen like any other platform do that. Like like my last name is Moonswami. Sometimes people don't pronounce that correctly, but yeah, like if you go on my Facebook, you can see Moon Swami. But yeah, that was highly customizable in my opinion. And not only that, but if you have like events coming out or have like a page of your own, like a business profile, then you can also customize those with the same things, put like your location, put the date and time for like an event, put an event graphic on there as well. And then for like a business page, you can put links where you're located, emails people can contact you, the description, yeah, all those things. Yeah, so I kind of already went into Facebook pages. That was like the business profile I was talking about. But yeah, they're really helpful if you're part of a company and like someone has to like send out information really quickly. Boom, just post it there. Even though Facebook might not be the best place for that, it's an option. And then another one is rapid spread of info. So let's say it's really easy to like reshare like posts you see on Facebook. I see memes from people all the time, and I think it's funny. Rapid spread of info, even though it's not info, it's a meme. It's same thing. Well, not same thing, but yeah, you get the gist. Okay, so cons of Facebook, heartbreaking. Okay, so there's been privacy concerns, unfortunate. But yeah, there's been a lot of privacy lawsuits with Facebook. Like I did some research about this, but there was a time. So in 2012, I believe Facebook was being sued. So they have had given the option to their users to decide if they wanted to keep like certain information private or public. And even though people said they wanted this like this information private, then but even though it was private to them at least, Facebook still sold it, still publicized it, still gave that information. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, but yeah, oh, Two-Face. But yeah, so cons of Facebook include addiction. I guess, yeah, scrolling, seeing what's up with people in their lives. I guess it's addicting. But yeah, it can also disrupt sleep if you're on it too long. But that goes for a lot of other different social media. I just like technology as well. It's sad. But yeah, cyberbullying, unfortunately, is another one too. It's really easy to just like post hateful comments and just kind of leave it be. But yeah. And then identity theft. Yeah, there's been like cases where people can like make fake profiles of others, and is no Facebook is also a victim of that. Yeah. Facebook is no stranger. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah. Okay. And then moving on to features of Facebook. Okay. So these three pictures kind of show like different features, but let's see. Okay, the first one I'll go into is the event page. So the event page, so it's going to be the the one at the top right. So that was for Fall Training Conference 2022. The Game of Service, which was this one. Sorry, give me a sec. Okay, okay, we're good. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to like show the whole thing because the frame wasn't that big. But yeah, just as you can see, there's an event graphic that you can title the event. You can put the date and time. You can see who responded. You can see who's hosting, and you can also see you can also put like different posts underneath the event page. So you can have a discussion where people can like send in updates, which is also really helpful. Let's say there's like last minute changes, you can just put it there and people will see it. Yeah. Okay. And then also moving on to just like an individual's profile. So I just screenshotted mine. But yeah, you can see there's a cover photo, there's the profile photo. Um, you can see who my friends are. You can see like similar friends. Yeah, there's also a Facebook story, which you can just link back to your Instagram story if you so choose. Um, yeah, there's a lot of like different things you can put on your Facebook profile. It's pretty cool. And then just like for posting wise, you can do a live stream. You can signify that a life event has happened. You can post photos, videos, a life updates. But yeah, and that's for the individual one. Okay, whew. Then another one is Circle K. Oh, no. Oof, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say it's a group, a Facebook group. So with a Facebook group, you can decide who you want to kick out, who you want to let in. Um, yeah, it's really like if you want to, I guess this is what you'd call like similar interests, or in my case, like similar event. In this case, it's similar organization. So this is like the Facebook group for Circle K at Cal State Fullerton. And yeah, you can see like which of my friends are part of there. And yeah. And then if you're not in the group, usually you would be able to see like in a description of what the group is all about. And then sometimes you do have to like answer questions in order to be let in. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Beep, beep, beep. Graphic standards. Whoa, what is that? Let me tell you. Okay, so what are some things you need to keep in mind when posting something Circle K related on social media? Well, you've come to the right place. Okay, so if you're posting something Circle K related, let me read out the question actually. I don't know where I was going with my thought. Okay. If I'm posting a Circle K related graphic on social media, does it need to follow graphic standards? So if it's a graphic, if it's like a 1920 by 1080 cover photo graphic, if it's not live, then yes, it does need a graphic. If the event is being put on by a Circle K club, let's say you have a graphic from like an organization on school that you're promoting, it doesn't need a graphic. But if it's something hosted by Circle K, it does. Okay, and then the next question is, or the next question to yourself is, if I'm posting a picture of people on Circle K related social media accounts, doesn't need any of the assets. So if you're just posting a picture like of a club photo, it does not need the assets. No, 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 no. Leave the asset alone from those people. Message doesn't come for them. Okay, but yeah, yeah, that's just your reminder to please use the graphic standards. Please follow them. Thank you. And yeah, I'm always watching. Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Not kidding. Okay. Boop. Moving on. Okay, here we go. So, what is Discord? Discord is a free communications app that lets you share voice, video, and text chat with friends, game communities, and developers. It has hundreds of millions of users, and that's the spiel. That's a Google spiel. But yeah, the main gist was just that first one. But yeah, so some pros. It has different messaging methods. So you can go ahead and messaging, oh my gosh, yeah. So you can private message, you can message in a group. Um, yeah, I guess that was like the point I was trying to make. But yeah, very customizable. So if you for a free Discord profile, you're allowed to change. You can change your like cover photo to like a cover color, or no, like your cover color. If you do have like Nitro, which is like their premium subscription, then you can change to a photo. And yeah, for your profile picture, you can upload anything. If you have Nitro, it's just you can upload a GIF. Yeah, very customizable in that sense. Other features include like you can change your name on each server. You can rename yourself. Very, very customizable. Very good. But yeah. Another pro is that text, video, images, and audio are well supported. So I think there was this test that I saw a while back. But one of my friends had uploaded like the B movie in like really low quality, but it's still sent through Discord, which is shocking. So I'm like, whoa, I can understand, but very pixely, but I understood. But yeah, and then another one is text. Yeah, it's very simple to like just text, boop, send off. Uh, images and audio. So yeah, so they do have voice channels, and it's well supported. Although the audio quality might not be the best at all times, at least it supports it. So yeah, and then images, just send a picture. There you go. And then also it has cross cross-platform capability. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so what cross-platform is, basically you can use it on your computer, you can use it on your phone, you can use it anywhere. You can use it on your browser. That was shocking. I never knew you could use Discord on your browser. I just thought it was an app all the time. But yeah. And it's also free. Okay. And then cons. Sad. Um, Small attachment size. So I believe the attachment size is 10 megabytes. That might be wrong, but I think it's right. 10 megabytes. Yeah. Privacy concern as well as another con, just because you can like scroll up to like past messages and see what people have put. And then there's a lack of system messages. So let's say So yeah, usually people don't get notified if they've been like removed or kicked, which would be a system messaging related problem. Usually people would have to like use a bot to like kind of manage that. But yeah. Okay. And then features of Discord. Okay, so this is new. This was new to me. At least like 6 months ago. But yeah, you can put event pages on Discord. That's cool. But yeah, I lost my thought. Woo. Oh yeah, you can put event pages on Discord. Although the graphic size, like it's not your standard 1920 by 1080 graphic, the dimensions are different. But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. And then also, oh, it's my mom in the back. Okay, but yeah, it's also very customizable. So yeah, so as you can see, with for the picture on the left, it's been like people have been renamed to like their name, their school, their position, and this is actually on the club leadership Discord. But yeah, that's one of the features that makes it customizable, and then also the way you can just like make a bunch of different channels and like name them to however you want is also customized, like a feature of like being customizable as well. Yeah. Okay. And then on to the next one. Whoa, Slack. Okay. So this was new to me. So I didn't know that schools were using this until actually spring training conference. Yeah, it was really fascinating to me because Cal Poly Pomona actually uses Slack, and I did not know that. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it right now. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so Google definition. Slack is a messaging app for businesses that connects for business that connects people to the information they need. By bringing people together to work as one unified team, Slack transforms the way organizations communicate. Okay, so pros. Okay, so just like a TLDR, Slack is like Discord, but for businesses, and if that makes sense. But yeah, so pros, you can create channels similar to Discord, but different is that it's very protected. You can use it both on desktop and mobile, and also app integration. So there's apps like Airbnb, different apps that actually like can integrate with Slack. It's similar to how you can use Spotify on Discord and kind of see like who's listening to what. But yeah. And then cons are conversation deletion. So I believe on Slack, a conversation would stay there for up to 14 days and then to be automatically deleted. And then there's also a minimum file storage similar to Discord as well. Or no, there's like a minimum file storage. So let's say you're uploading a lot, there's only so much you can take. So yeah. Okay, moving on to the next slide. It's features of Slack. Oh, okay. So yeah, so this kind of reminds me of like Discord, but pretty. But there's no voice channel, which is sad. But yeah, Discord, but pretty. Okay. So yeah, so you can see how there's direct messages on here. There's like different like companies you can choose, different channels. Um, yeah, there's just actually a lot. You can like go directly to your mentions and reactions, go to threads, go to saved items. Channels are very easy to make. Huh. That's just really cool. It was really cool to me to like learn about what Slack does. But yeah, so that's just Slack in the nutshell. Whoa, whoa. Okay. And then my advice to you. So yeah, so to keep organized and develop consistency, I recommend creating a social media calendar. It doesn't have to be like a fully in-depth, but it can be as easy as just listing posting times on a Google or Apple Calendar. Something I do usually is that if I have to post something, I'll usually like set a reminder for it or put just like, oh, post blah 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 at 5 p.m. on the date, and I'll just get it on my calendar, which I like seeing. But yeah, and it just helps me keep organized. Um, and yeah, so when content seems slow, feel free to share related content from different accounts. So yeah, sometimes content might not always be there, as this bullet point says. So yeah, so an example of that is just CNH Circle K. We're posting a post from Kiwanis on like the story, or just like on Facebook. But yeah. So that was a little tips and tricks for me. Okay, and frequently asked questions. Okay, so the best time to post. So I did a little digging. I looked through my personal social medias. I also did some research, hashtag Google Scholar on this. But yeah, so the best time to post would be between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Yes. So if you're looking for like high engagement, those are the best times to post. Um, and see, the next frequently asked question was, is it okay to post the same content on each platform every day? So it depends. Most of the time, the answer is no. And I'll go ahead and like explain a little bit of that. So, why is most of the time the answer is no? So when people follow you on different platforms, I'll just use the CNH Circle K social media for example. Let's say like they follow on Instagram, TikTok, and like Facebook. Um, you don't necessarily want to see the same things from each one just because it does get like spammy, gets repetitive. The reason you follow like different like an account like on different platforms is you probably want to see something new. So yeah, so like you would expect like a good photo from Instagram, you'd expect like information from Facebook, you'd expect like a fun video from TikTok. And yeah, so people want to see like different things, new sides to like any like person, I guess any organization, if they follow you on different platforms. So yeah, just keep a note of that. And then, what common social media marketing mistakes should I avoid? So you'd want to avoid spamming and inconsistency. So spamming is just putting the same like thing over and over, like same reminder over and over. And inconsistency would just be like posting one thing and then dropping for like a month and then coming back like 2 months later. Yeah, that doesn't like I had an analogy for this that came up in the car. Okay, I'm gonna see if it comes back to me. Give me like a second. Okay, I got it. Okay. But yeah, it's similar to like how someone might be like scrolling through like Instagram, might see a post like for like a club or like an organization that they want to join. Um, Actually, I'll give a story. I'm a freshman looking at Instagram, trying to see what clubs I can join. Circle K. I'm gonna follow them and see what they're up to. Um, yeah, let's see. Even though like the post might be consistent, like, oh, service, ooh, cool, 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 doesn't go. Um, ooh, a retreat, ooh, cool, 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 meeting, cool, cool, cool. But yeah, but let's say there's something that really does catch their eye, like a social, like at a playground, maybe that catches their eye and they decide to come out and give it a try. Maybe like that one consistent post can just like, bring in a new member. So yeah, so just making sure that you're consistent. Usually the more consistent accounts tend to get a bigger following. So yeah, just keeping that in mind as well. Oh, what is this? This is a plug. Okay, so yeah. So on that note, district social medias include CNH Circle K on Facebook, at CNH Circle K on Instagram, CNH Circle K on YouTube, and CNH Circle K on Twitter, which has been slow. But yeah, Twitter, CNH Circle K on TikTok. Yes. But yeah. Let's see. Anything. Okay, the next slide. Oh, okay, yeah. And that's just a thank you for attending the webinar. Yay. Yeah, so that's my email right there. cm@cnycirclek.org. There's my Facebook, there's my Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to just go ahead and let me know. But yeah, I can also answer questions now. But yeah, thank you for coming out. Um, I'll go ahead and stop sharing. And if anyone has any questions, yeah. Oh, oh. Austin, I see you have your hand raised.
Yeah. Thanks, Angelina, for the great presentation. I was just wondering if you have like any recommendations for clubs that might be new, that are just starting out their social media accounts. Like how would you recommend them like getting like followers or like engagement off the bat?
Ooh, okay, okay. So something I would recommend doing is just like following different first off, try following like different like Circle K accounts. So let's say they're in like Desert Oasis since Khadijah is here. Let's say they're following like different like Desert Oasis social media accounts. That I recommend them to start off by like doing that, following different schools in their division, and just commenting and just like sharing events from them. And yeah, just like putting out their meeting time, putting out like hashtags. Um, yeah, I recommend doing that, just commenting on like their like sister schools posts, and then some maybe like, oh, people can like come in through word of mouth. But yeah. Any other questions? All right. I'll just say the window of opportunity is closing. 3, two, one. Okay, but yeah, that's it for this webinar. Thank you so much for coming.